friends and my relatives from Singapore and Perth. Welcome and thank you for coming here to join me to celebrate my 85th birthday. I said my theme is a moment in time because that is the moment that you treasure. And I think every one of you here in some time in my life have something to do with me. And that's why you are all invited here. Before I say too much, I would like to pay a tribute to my late wife, Joan. She was a fantastic woman, and when she was young, she was such a beautiful fashion model. And then toward the end, unfortunately, she suffered a little bit of disability, and so I gave up my business to look after her and give her a bit of quality of life. Otherwise, she would have been, like a disabled person. Yeah. And during those times, there are good friends that always sort of entertain us and help us, like Giorgio and Diane and Lloyd, Peter. We used to go out together and still give her some sort of living, so to speak. Now, I'm coming to thank a few people. First, I want to thank is my very best friend, Giorgio and Diane. They are like my brothers, and they always concerned about my welfare, always look after me, and we go to their place for dinner practically every week, and we go out for dinner regularly. So thank you very much. And another person I like to thank very much, but he's not present here. Professor, is Professor here? No. Professor Cleve, I want to thank him because he saved my life. And I thought I'll thank him for saving my life, although he made my legs weak. But that's that life, Now, I'll just look around the table so I can thank the people properly. I'll go around here. Now, I want to thank my business partner, Ron Lim, and Achiu Ko, yeah. Ron and I go back, 40, 50 years ago, and we started business together. And we've been sort of venture into quite a few successful business. And one of them still doing very well is Westlake Restaurant in 189 Littleburg Street. Well done, John, and well done, Ron and Chiu. I also would like to thank a few good friends, especially the two former Lord Mayor of Melbourne, Trevor Haggard and John So. Thank you. Trevor was my colleagues, and we have gone through many years working together on different projects. And he also never forget my birthday. Thank you, Trevor. And John, he's now also my business partner because he's also a Westlake shareholder. And when John was a Lord Mayor, I organized many dinner or luncheons, I should say, in his office, and we entertained a lot of businessmen and so on. So thank you, John. Now, I got a few banking friends here who look after my account, so I thank them very much. Eleni from Westpac, Mel from, where's, yeah. Yeah, Mel from Melbourne and Jasmine. Thank you for looking after my account. And I also got very good neighbors. Bernard and Anush, thank you very much. And Alan Thompson and Cheryl. Where's Cheryl? Yeah, they are the two neighbors that really look after me. And if I'm not well, Anush will come in and cook something for me. So thank you very much, Anush. And Alan look after me. If I got any trouble, he fight for me. I don't have to do it. Oh, and some of our very good friends from, how many years? 60, 70 years. And is a very good friend of my wife. And I think they work in Flinders Lane, right? Yeah. And Dai and Noel, very old friend. And I think we had a lot of good time together. Thank you very much. And I also want to thank my PA, Julia. Julia has been really helpful to me nowadays because she helped me do shopping, tidy up things, so on. So thank you very much. Now, I'm looking to see who I forgot. And of course, not last, but all my family from Perth, my niece, and some of them from Singapore, my nephew. So thank you very much for coming to join us. And Anne Ong, I haven't seen for 20 years. Thank you, Anne, for coming. Yeah, and okay, move to this side. And of course, on my table, they are acting like my family. Diane and Giorgio, and then Vera is like my daughter, although he's my grandniece. And I got a goddaughter in Pam, and Pam been my goddaughter for 20 years, and now she's based in Singapore. And our new goddaughter is Leanne, and her good friend Tiana. Welcome. Now, a very recent friend, which I particularly respect, is John Lim. John. And I lost touch with him for nearly a year. Is it 6 months or a year? But anyway, we must catch up. Because John is a very resourceful guy and is full of ideas, so I really like his company. And his friend, and now it's my friend, and my angels, Hebe and Natalie. And Giorgio's family, Marco, and Melissa, Elke, and their partners, Andrew, Mark. Welcome to this party. I really appreciate, all your people come and support me. And also a very old friend, David Armstrong, my accountant. I think he saved me a lot of money on tax. Well done. And Lloyd Roberts, who is a very successful IT consultant, and I think he's probably one of the biggest in Australia. He employs about 800 professionals, working on technology and management and so on. And since he become friend with me in, I can't remember what year, but in the Dragon Boat Festival. And we've been friends ever since, and we had plenty of lunches and God knows what, dinners and all. So welcome, Lloyd's from Canada, and his girlfriend, Jenny, how are you? From Shanghai. And, BT and Norma, my very old friend, 60 years at least. And they come all the way from Singapore to join me for celebrating. And of course, not last, my partner in crime, Peter Black. he always described we are two rotten, dirty, rotten scoundrels. And thank you for coming, Sylvia, all the family, Francesca, Carly, and John. I have to say something about John. John is a very nice guy from London. And he also is an IT expert. And he helped me to set up my website and continue developing it. And John also volunteered tonight to become our official photographer. So all the photograph and all the video, which is taken by David there, they will be uploaded to my website so you guys can go back and reminiscing or, to look up the old pictures and so on, and all the highlights of tonight. So thank you, John. Thank you, David. Now, this table, beside my business partner, Ron and Chiu, they are some of my very old staff from Club Chinatown when we used to have a so-called club, but actually we had a restaurant downstairs, a karaoke in the middle, and then poker machine on top. And before Crown opened, we had a good time. But as soon as Crown opened, we got Anyway, welcome my ex-colleagues and 3 girls who are daughters of my old friend Jennifer and Tony McMahon. And by chance, I met Amber first in a Facebook of all places. Like Marianne met her husband in the Facebook. And then I met Zoe. She designed that fantastic flower arrangement just on the corner there. So, yeah. Thank you, Zoe. And Kimberly, I haven't seen her for 20 years? Yeah, more than 20 years. Welcome, all 3 of you. And of course, last and not least, the table here is all my young friends. Daisy from Taiwan, and and Kimberly, you are from Taiwan too? And Eva, you're from where? Melbourne. And Yulia is from Yugoslavia? Anyway, they are my young friend, and welcome, and thank you very much for coming and joining me. Okay, to conclude this, I would like to say that in life, the great moment in time is more important than materialistic gain, because you can't take it with you, right? And the moment in time is something to remember for, and it's really treasure. You should treasure. People should treasure the moment. That's why the title is called Moment in Time. So thank you very much for coming, and a great pleasure to see you all.